Once I'm in this position, push back on the shoulder so that he can't punch me there. Step to the side so that he can't hit me. Then I can actually hit him, and I'm in a very dominant position. If he straightens the arm wrap, then I have an elbow trap. I simply push onto his shoulder and I lock the elbow. That is a secure hold. I can also turn and I can punch from this position and go back. If he goes to hit me with that hand, pain compliance stops him. If I wanted to, I can actually check off that shoulder and grasp onto this arm. And this is the position we end up in. Similar to the last, but slightly improvised for the environment. It's all about adaptation. Now, if from here I want to take his neck, I know how to flow. I pass the arm and I move to his neck, to a half Nelson. Half Nelson holds are easy to pick up. If he's the sort of person who throws in bowling overhand rights, I can pass, I can come up here, and I have a half Nelson. Very easy. I've used this so many times on the door. For those that like to bowl punches in at me, I've just slipped inside and ended up here. A dominant position for strikes, such as knee strikes. We can come up and we can knee here to the front. We can turn and we can knee to the back. From here, we can also go for a full Nelson hold, which takes both his arms. Now, the time I've used this has either been to escort people that don't require much pain compliance, because it really moves people off balance. The way to walk with this is if I'm walking forward in this way, but he's stepping sideways. You see? Should I try and walk forward or back? He can just kick me backwards. Kick back. Kick back with your feet. There. If I'm walking in this direction, every time he picks his foot up to try and kick me, do so, he's going to lose balance. Perfect for doorman. This is a perfect hold. I've also used this against someone that had a knife in his waistband. I held him here, and he couldn't retrieve the knife from his waistband because I have both arms up. If the situation warrants it, we can actually move to a sleeper hold. I brace my arm across his neck. I insert it into my bicep and I curl up. As I curl up, it restricts his airway. This is if the assailant is non-respondent because he's on drugs, for example. There are situations where, you know, you can't control somebody because they're on so many mind or behavioural state altering drugs that, you know, they could probably run, you know, think they could run through a brick wall, not feel every bone in their body getting broken. Extremely dangerous types. The only way to stop them is not to hit them. The only way to stop them is to restrict their airway and then release. From here, we can move from the sleeper hold to what I call the cobra. This is the cobra hold. I wrap the arm round. Notice how I grasp on to my own forearm, and then I squeeze. Pressure is being applied from my forearm on one side to my wrist on the other, like so. Again, this slows down the blood flow and should put him to sleep. Again, another great hold if you're dealing with someone who's out of their head on drugs, basically out of control. From here, I have another variation of the cobra hold. It's a simple arm wrap. This can be picked up from the same position where you're not actually applying any pressure on the neck. It's purely for the purpose of takedown, because what I will do is push back, and this is our takedown. It's also a great position again for striking, because from here we can hit, we can elbow. Okay? I'll bring him back up. Should I want to choke him from this position, I insert through the gap of his arm, straight through this way, underneath his chin, and notice again how I lock on to my forearm, and I squeeze. To take down, I will simply step behind and bend him over to this position. I don't take him down all the way, mind. I just hold him here.